Hi everyone, I am Mohit Shukla and welcome to the IITian Comrade. In this video, I'll tell you how to extract data from a plot. So suppose you have to extract the measurement or the experimental data. So how to proceed for that? So I recently created a tutorial series on the ICCAP tool, how to use the tool. And in one of the modules, I have shown how to import and export data. So in that, I had already prepared a CSV file in which all the values were there and which would be pasted into an MDM file. In that tutorial, we already had one file prepared for that. Now, if we have to extract the values which were already present in that CSV file, so how should we do that? So suppose I have some IDVG characteristics in a paper. So I have taken a snap of that. You can see in this figure that and this is an IDVG graph with low VD values. So here we have the linear scale, these lines pointing towards this and this log scale values pointing towards this axis. So this is for the NMOS, W by L values are given, VDS value is given, and this denotes which scale to use while reading the values from some curves. So we have different temperature ranges here, but we won't be bothering with that. We'll consider just one curve for this demonstration video. So I'll begin with this. So you have to write plot digitizer. So there are numerous options available here. I'll be using this one, automedes.io/WPD4. So it is taking a while to open up. Okay, so here you have file, help, image, access, datasets, measurements, and on the right hand side, so if I point somewhere here, so on the right top corner you can see the zoomed version. So this is for better observation. Now you can see the x-axis being 619.61 and y-axis 244.79. So this you can use when the points are a little bit closer here in the image. And then there's load, tutorial, visit website. Okay, so a lot of things. So we go to file option, load image, choose file. So we have downloads, plot digitizer. Okay, so we have suppose this NMOS low VD. Okay, we have invoked this and now we have these many options. So out of these, this will be selected for our case, align axis, proceed. Now first we have to mark 2 points on the x-axis, that will be x1 and x2. Make sure, okay, so it doesn't matter, you mark the starting and ending point. You can mark anywhere. So like if I don't use 0 or point 0.1 or point 0.2, I can see clearly maybe point 0.2. So I will place it here. So on the see this box for zoomed image. So you can align it if you want to place it exactly at point 0.2. So this is x1 placed here. Now we can place it at point 0.9 or maybe 1. So since I can see this here, okay, so point 0.9 has been marked as x2. Now y1 and y2. So here you have to be extremely careful. You would have definitely marked this one, but this will be applicable only when you are using this log scale trends. First, I will show you for the linear trends. So this axis should be considered the right y-axis. So now I'll be choosing this zero point 0.5, 10 to the power minus 5, and then 2.5, 10 to the power minus 5. These are marked. You have to click this complete. So what are the x-axis and y-axis points that we have just placed a marker? So this is required for calibration so that this website knows uh, like what these points translate into, what values are these. So this is point 0.2, this is point 0.9, y-axis, this is point 0.5, okay, point 0.5 e minus 5. So this is 2.5 e minus 5. So this is 10 to the power minus 5. Log scale, no. This is linear scale. Okay. So now we are ready to extract the data. So there are multiple methods. First, I will show you this add point thing. Add point and okay. So I will use this red curve. Red curve, when you see in the paper from where I have taken a snap of this figure. So this red curve is for 300 Kelvin. So this is starting from here. It is going all the way. So I can mark it here. I can place at a farther distance since it is not having any slope. It is just horizontal line parallel to the axis. Once it starts rising, so in order to trace the slope well, I need to place the points closer. Okay, so these are 22 data points. Now, if I want to view, so you can see this is x corresponding y, x, y, x, y. So like this, I have till 1 and the current is 23.16 microamps for 1. 23.16. Okay, perfectly right. So now view data and download CSV. Okay, so here I can do suppose dataset 1. Dataset 1. Okay, so I've downloaded. Now, if you want to, so this was super easy. You just place 22 points here, and if you have to, suppose if I'm doing for this 300 Kelvin alone, so this is fine. So I can just manually mark the points here and extract the data. One CSV file has been downloaded. My work is finished. But in case I have to extract the data for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, here it is not visible clearly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So for these 8 curves, it will be um, like very difficult for me to extract if I have some deadline approaching or like this is a no-brainer task. So you would want definitely to finish it ASAP. So I'll tell you another way. Some of you would be knowing this, but for those of you who are unaware, so this part is for them. So add point and instead of placing like this, okay, let me erase this. Where, okay, delete point. So all the points are gone, data point 0. Perfect. So add point 10. Now which, since if it would have one linear and one log trend, it will be super easy. I can mark it just like that. But right now I want to trace the red curve. So I select here color picker. See this box. So okay. So now I think I am exactly at the center of the curve I want to trace. So I place it. Now this color has come, done, pen. So with you can select. So if I select this, so see what thickness of line I have got. I don't want this. So erase. Okay, I have erased it. So now what I will do, pen width should be a little bit. wider. I'm starting from here. Okay, this one is too much, but we'll get to know the accuracy, how it is tracing. So if I press run, a lot of abstract points are there. So this gives me an opportunity to tell you this delete point thing. So one, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, so these are not even existing, but I don't know why it traced them. This C running around. Okay, so now we have the opportunity of exploring this adjust point option as well. Now, if I select this, so I have to move it a little bit up. So in this box, you can see how well it is placed. So this you can do. There are a lot of points. You can explore this. So it will take a lot of time for the demonstration video. So I'll just skip this part. So once it is completed, it has been well traced. You can select view data, download CSV. Again, the same thing. Okay. So let me erase this all. Okay. So just select the appropriate width. Okay. One more thing I would like to explain you. So when you go to pen, width is lesser. One more trick I will show you. Okay, so run. Now I have 34 points. So either, okay, this one is running around again. Okay, so I have 33 points and I want to make it lesser. So either I can manually go and delete in between, or I can do smart work. So this delta x, delta y. So what this does is that suppose I will say 15 and then again run and see this data points 33, 27 now. Okay. So let me see what this does. Run 23 points. Okay. So again, the same thing and this. Okay. So 22 points. Now you can just delete not from here, wherever there is a constant slope. So here you can delete some 2 points. This won't ruin your data. It will again be traced well as it is in the present condition. So this part also you know now. Also you can explore this thing, algorithm averaging window. So these are the options they provide. You can select depending on your usage. Before that you can explore it and know when it is of your use. Okay, fine. So this one also we have seen. What I can tell you next is that, okay, so this log side of curve. So this one does not traces the values accurately for this part 0 to zero point 0.4. So this log trend helps us knowing the values exactly. So 10 to the power minus somewhere around 10 to the power minus 11 to 10 to the power minus 6 and going up till minus 5 also. So this part, so this is minus 11 to minus 6 maybe. So four orders of magnitude accurate values we are not getting when we are tracing this linear part. So for this, we need to trace the log trend. So how we can do that? So let me mark the axis at calibration, align axis, proceed. Okay, so again, x1, x2, okay, y1, and suppose y2. So this time I have selected left y-axis. Why? Because I want to trace, I want to extract the data from the log curves of IDVG. Complete. Point 2. Okay, so this time we have changed. So this is point 1. Now point 9, point 9, perfect. This is 10 to the power minus 10. So 1 e minus 10. and this is 1e minus 6, and this is log scale. So do not forget to tick this box, otherwise it won't read it. You can see it, but this page doesn't know this. Okay, now, okay, these points are deleted. Now if I want to add, okay, first we delete this. Now I want to trace this. Since this is 300 Kelvin, I want to extract the 300 Kelvin IDVG data. So what will I do? I can add point, or we can choose the method we have just learned. So this is okay. This was also red only. Okay, done. Add point, pen width is fine, and we trace this. So I hope this time it does not chooses markers which run around in the plot. If I select run, okay. So 23 points we are getting. Everyone is perfect. Only these two needs a little bit upshifting. Adjust points. Okay, little bit shifting. Now it is perfectly all right. So view data X, Y, X, Y. So it is going up till 0.99 volt, and we are getting somewhere around 27.6 micro amperes. So this is okay. So see, if you are referring to the right axis also, we can see it is more than 25 micro, lesser than 30 micro, somewhere around 27 micro. But in case you need the original value, so see this this part, the linear curves will give you the exact value towards the higher end of the VGS axis. So this is giving 27.6 microamps, which is incorrect if you are referring to the linear side. So what you can also do for this part, you can consider this log scale, and for the higher part, in case you want the accurate values, you should refer this linear part. So with the help of these two, you can get the most accurate values for whatever plots you are considering. So that depends on the level of accuracy you desire. So download CSV, dataset 2. Okay, so this is how you extract the data from a plot. I hope this video helps you somewhat. You can also explore the other plot digitizer tools by checking the other links available after you Google search the plot digitizer thing. Also, you have a number of options present here. You can explore these. I have just given you a starting point. Hope this helps. Thank you for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel, The IITianComrade. If you have any queries regarding this video or plot digitizer or data extraction process, or you want me to make videos on any other topic, you can mention them down in the comment section. See you in the next video.